our people now have the capability to construct more elaborate structures. Perhaps a monument to all they have accomplished will inspire them to evolve even further.
Alright, so in addition to training units, your city can focus its production on constructing buildings like the monument. Try building one now by selecting it in the city's production queue. Alright, so down here, or here, it wants to say here, and brings up your choose production here, and there is monument.
Excellent. As pride in their own culture grows, our people shall be driven to spread our civilization beyond their own borders.
Continue to explore the world with our scouts. So I'm gonna hit here. Let's go up here. Wow, didn't I'm gonna hit space. That's basically skip my turn. It's not gonna let me. It wants me to exhaust all of my turns. Okay. So then the next one, we're gonna go here. And next turn.
Now that our people are fed, let us turn our builders' attention elsewhere. There are valuable resources surrounding our city that have yet to be exploited.
Alright, scattered around the map are resources of various kinds. There are 3 categories of resources: luxury, strategic, and bonus. Luxury, these contribute to the overall happiness of your citizens. Strategic are essential for creating some very powerful military units as copper, iron, such like that. Bonus provides additional yields of food production and or gold. This stone is a bonus resource. It provides an additional +1 production to your city. If you build a quarry improvement here, it will raise the yield to +2 production on that tile.
Direct the efforts of our builders towards harnessing these valuable materials.
Alright, and you come down here. This is one of the improvements. Up here was the farm, there's the mine, and here's the quarry.
Excellent. This stone we extract from this quarry will only increase our production capabilities.
Okay. Next turn.
With our quarry now complete, we must turn our builders' attention towards additional improvements.
Alright, so your builder has 1 of its workforce remaining. You can use it to build either a mine on the hill for production or a farm on the plains for food. This may take more than 1 turn. Move 1 to move to the builder unit to its spot, and another turn to actually build the improvement.
There is still valuable land within our borders. We must guide their hands carefully.
Okay, so remember, builders can only construct improvements within your city borders. By generating culture, the borders of your city will expand on their own to allowing you to access to more resources. Feel free to continue exploring the map with your scout, and your turn when you have finished giving orders to your builder and scouts. Okay. Alright, so I think let's go here, and it's actually only going to take us 1 turn. You might have noticed that your builder unit disappeared after using its last build charge. That is because all of its workforce has been expended. You will need to train more builders as you progress through the game to improve the lands around your cities. So once you use your use your three builds. He's done. Next turn. In addition to food, your people also require amenities in their city. One source of amenities are luxury resources, such as this coffee next to your capital. Okay, so it's coffee, it's not tea. Wasn't sure what it was, but with the pottery technology that we have just completed, it would be a good idea to research irrigation to enable your builder to improve luxury resources such as the coffee. I'm sorry, not to build luxury, to improve luxury resources such as the coffee next to our capital. That would provide amenities to our city, increasing the happiness. Alright, so we need to, there's irrigation, and there is what irrigation teaches you. It gives you the plantation improvement on hex tiles. That unlocks the builder ability to construct plantations. You can also right click on that, which also brings up your Civilopedia, kind of like your Wikipedia, built into the game. It'll tell you everything you need to know about plantations right there. And requirements, all these cannot be improved. All these hex tiles cannot be improved until you have irrigation. And this is what building plantations do for your city. So let's select that. Unit needs an order. Unit needs an order. Let's continue on.
It would seem we have finally tracked the barbarian raiders plaguing these lands to their
Finally.
source. We must destroy the stronghold or risk future attacks.
Agreed.
Still, might I advise caution? Though primitive and savage, these barbarians are fierce warriors, and their camp is heavily defended. To ensure victory, we must attack with overwhelming force.
Alright. So in developing your military, it is always a good strategy to diversify. Not all units are created equal. Some are better against others and have abilities to separate them from the rest. So basically, you don't want a full army of just warriors or just archers or just pikemen or just spearmen. It's just not going to go very well. Unless you're playing, of course, on the easiest difficulty, and then anything could win. But that's what they mean by diversify.
Our people truly thrive under your guidance. But as our civilization grows, so too must our leadership.
By accumulating culture, you have just unlocked a code of laws, which contains your first government chiefdom.
We must now enact policies to better steer the growth of our people.
Alright, so we're gonna click the government button up here. And there are many types of governments in the Civilization 6, in addition to various benefits. Each government has a number of slots in which you can enact policies. The first government available to you is Chiefdom. It has 2 available slots for policies. The first slot in Chiefdom is for military policies, the second is for economic.
Discipline is the heart of any army, and is a valuable advantage over the unorganized barbarian rabble. Urban planning will only make our cities more organized and efficient. I suggest we enact both these policies.
Alright, so we're going to change policies. To slot a policy, just click and drag it over to the appropriate color coordinating. So red to red and yellow to yellow. Pretty simple. So it wants us to add the discipline policy to the military slot and the urban planning to the alright. to the economic policy. So basically, discipline gives us +5 unit combat strength when fighting barbarians, and this gives us +1 production in all cities. And then we're gonna hit confirm policies, and yes, and
Though our
everything will take
policies
effect.
begin to bear fruit, our civilization will only continue to grow. We must plan for the future.
Much in the same way you research new technologies by generating science in your cities, you unlock civics by generating culture. You've already unlocked the Code of Laws Civic, which enabled you to establish your first government. Now you need to select a new civic to advance toward. So we're gonna, right next to the government button is your civic button. Many types of civics here. You can go one of many ways. One of 2 ways here, opening up to another 2 ways. And I mean, it's just, and I think can slide. Yeah, I mean there are many here. I mean there are many. So it's just whatever. What do you want to do? All right. So it wants us to choose craftsmanship. All right. Close the tree. That is a major defeat. We are not gonna go that way. Alright, next turn.
We are blessed. This monument stands as a symbol of the accomplishments and determination of our people. Truly, they shall now be inspired to push even further into the lands beyond.
Your city has finished production on the monument building. All buildings contribute to a city's development in specific ways. The monument will increase its culture generated by the city, which extends the city's influence over additional hexes.
Perhaps we are now ready to spread our civilization beyond our capital city. If we do not claim the surrounding territory, others surely will.
Alright, so we need to open the production chooser and begin the training of a settler unit. Remember, the production chooser can either be accessed from the city's information panel or from the choose production reminder in the notifications panel on the right hand side of the game view. So you got here or here. You can also click here, but it will not let you. So settler.
Excellent. These brave settlers are ready to carry our culture into the unknown. However, it will take some time before they are prepared for the journey that awaits them.
Alright, so unit needs orders. Need to keep moving. There's a barbarian right there. Next turn. Your scout was attacked by an enemy warrior. Alright, so they've caught up to us. Come out here, see if... Okay, so that is the end of the continent that way. We are gonna just keep running. They can't catch us. As long as we stay on open terrain, they can't catch us. Alright, so let's move on down here. Oh, hey, another tribal village right here, so we can gain some stuff. Unit needs orders. Alright, so we have a promotion, so let's click on promotion. This ranger gives us faster movement in woods and rainforest terrain, or alpine gives us faster movement in the hills. So I'm gonna go with ranger. And when you promote, that is your turn for that person. That is a stalemate. Alright, so we're gonna continue. Alright, so we have craftsmanship, so we need to choose a civic. It's gonna let us choose where we want, but we can open up the civics tree here. So basically, we can choose any 3 of these right here. I'm gonna stick with the military base. I'm gonna go with military tradition. Close that. Unit needs orders. We're gonna step on this. And that gave us a 40 gold. So we have 133 altogether now. Next turn. Alright. As is often the case in history, technology discoveries inspire new technologies. Building upon knowledge gained in the past, in a game of civilization, this is simulated by the technology tree. Click the Open Technology Tree button in the research panel to view it. Okay, so this is our research panel, tech tree.
With knowledge comes opportunity.
The technology tree displays all of the researchable technologies available in the game of Civilization 6. From the ancient era, which is all the way to the left, all the way to the information era and beyond, which is all the way to the right. And it wants us, the gold colored nodes represent technologies that you have already finished researching. You have just finished researching pottery, so it has been marked as complete. The dark gray nodes represent technologies that are available to begin researching but are not complete. And the light gray ones, or not colored at all, those are the ones that you cannot research yet until you research I cannot say that word. Can't say it. Prerequisites. I think that's how you pronounce it. Before. Since we have already researched pottery, we are now able to begin research on the writing technology. So it wants us to select that. And notice the writing technology node status has changed, indicating that it is currently being researched, which turns blue. The symbols being displayed inside the node are the units, buildings, and wonders and abilities that are unlocked when you fully research this product. So you are going to, I think that's a library, and I'm not sure what that one is. For example, once you have finished, actually I might tell you right here, finished researching the writing technology, you will be able to construct the campus district. Okay, so that must be what that is. As well as the library building in all of your cities. The campus and library allow you to increase the amount of science you generate each turn, which in turn allows you to find technologies faster. Close the tree.
Our legacy will one day be recorded beyond the spoken word.
Alright, unit needs orders. It's probably a dead end. Yep. Oh, I am Gilgamesh of Sumeria and king of Uruk. Do not be afraid, I am good to my friends. Alright, well met stranger, but I'm afraid we are too busy to stay in chat. It is an honor to meet you. The glory of Sumer is yours to see, if you wish, an ancient tradition of arts and sciences. Ziggurats, too great to behold. We would love to sample your hospitality. Absolutely.
Resources and land are not infinite. It seems we now have competition. As we do not yet know the true intention of this people, Might I suggest we proceed with caution?
You have met the leader of another civilization. In Civilization 6, there will typically be several other civilizations sharing a world map with you. These are controlled by the game artificial intelligence AI and have all the same abilities and ambitions that you do. Conquering the world and kicking butt. As you play, you will need to consider how to deal with your neighbors and watch them carefully to improve your understanding of their strategy. Next turn.
Our settlers have finished preparations and await your command. However, the lands before them possess untold dangers. We must not allow them to go forth without protection.
Alright, let's get started. Units like settlers and builders are non-combat. They are civilian units and thus cannot defend themselves at all. This leaves them highly vulnerable to be captured or killed by enemy units. However, your military units can act as protection for the civilian unit if they occupy the same hex. Alright, an easy way to move the two units together is by linking them together until they reach their destination. And play on words here, linking, you're going to go right on down here to, they're going to call it the escort formation. Create an escort, but clearly it looks like two links, so we're going to link them.
Excellent. With our people prepared, we must now choose our destination. There is an area rich in resources, not far from the capital. Let us send our settlers there.
Alright, so we really haven't explored there, but the game is saying that there are rich resources there, so let's do it. Okay, so it's going to take 3 turns.
Though our settlers are safe under the protection of our warriors, our capital is now defenseless. Without the protection of the military, we will most surely become overrun by our enemies.
Alright, so we're going to choose production. And in a game of Civilization, once a player loses all of their cities, the game is over. If you're playing multiplayer, the game will continue without you. You will be done, and you can watch the game as it progresses, but you lose. But it's a single player game, the game is done. It wants us to train a slinger.
Though our warriors are valiant, a proper fighting force must be diversified. Slingers provide a different style of combat.
Alright, unit needs orders. Let's keep finding out what's going on up here. The delegation of Gilgamesh brings you gifts of Sumerian jewelry and lures from Ur. Will you accept them into your city? Absolutely. Next turn. Trying to play this with straight with the tutorial here. Alright. So it looks like we have, I mean, that looks like a piece of chocolate, so that might be cocoa. I don't know. And then that looks like stone. In choosing a location to settle a new city, it is important. Oh man. It is important to look at the fertility of the surrounding land, proximity to the sources of food, resources, and fresh water. are all very important. For this tutorial, we have already found an ideal location for you.
Order our people to take root here.
When your settler unit is available, click Found City. Right there. What is this? Cocoa. Yep.
Well done. Our civilization continues to spread beyond expectation. In time, it may rival even our own capital. Already, this new city yearns to grow. Its people await your guidance.
Okay. So let's choose a production. And I'm going to select a builder. I want to improve these tiles. And I don't think a barbarian is going to attack, so, and Gilgamesh is not, we aren't at war, so I should be okay to improve this city first. Uh-oh. Wrong choice. Your people settle too close. You should consider seeking land elsewhere. See, this is where we can cause problems. I have three choices over here. I'm sorry, my webcam is actually blocking it. But one choice says, apologies, I will look elsewhere in the future. The second choice is, my people will settle where they please. And the third one is just ignore him. So I'm going to say apologies, I will look elsewhere in the future. He says thank you.
It appears our slingers have completed their training. Already, the people of our city feel safer.
Slinger unit has finished training in the capital. Slingers are range class units, allowing them to attack from a distance without engaging in melee combat. This keeps them from taking receptacle damage during the attack. Range units also tend to have lower defense strength than their melee fighting counterparts, so it is best to keep them close to friendly units of other types for protection.
As our army continues to diversify and improve, our future grows even more secure.
Okay, so alright, as you progress through the game and research new technologies, you will unlock better, stronger, and more advanced units. Building a strong and diverse fighting force is essential in competing against other civilizations and preserving the safety of your people.
With our slingers training complete, we may now direct our people's efforts to new pursuits.
It is now up to you to decide what you would like to produce in this city. Suggestions: train a builder to improve more of the surrounding lands. In which of this city, I have learned irrigation, so I mean, I'm only going to gain one luxury resource. Not that big of a thing right now. I think the city's doing fine as it is. This city over here is already doing a builder, so I'm not going to go that route. Second option, train a combat unit to expand the size and strength of our military. Probably a good idea, since Gilgamesh is already upset that I am settling close. That we only have one melee unit, so that's probably the route I'll go. Or we can build a building, we can build a granary to provide additional food for our city as more housing for your population. Pretty sure I'm gonna go the military route, as that's the civics that I'm going to. So there, I can click as you can see, I can click this one now. I am going to go with warrior. It's going to take 3 turns. Unit needs an order. I'm going to fortify right here on the city to protect it. Unit needs orders. Let's go way up here. Unit needs orders. Slinger, we're gonna fortify. And unit needs orders. We're just gonna keep exploring. I should find the edge of the map really quick, as this is the edge of the map completely. Alright, so we have definitely, I'm probably going to break this down into 2 sections. I'm probably going to break this, at least this segment, into 2 sections. I'm going to save this. So it looks like there's going to be at least 3 parts. I'm probably going to do 2 30-minute parts here. I'm going to save this, and we will continue on with this next time. Please check back, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, check out the links down below, and streaming on Twitch, got YouTube, other YouTube channels, my buddies, my friends, got Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, check them out. Streaming on Twitch on a regular basis on the weekends and Mondays and Fridays. So check out that schedule. Check out the new games that we're playing. And as always, Storm Gaming thanks you and have a good one.